scared.
I'll let you tell the story.
No, you can tell the bear
Because
story.
I'm going to tell her that there's going to be a wild grizzly, 500 pounds, chasing us and everything else. So
Well,
you need to tell the story. You need to tell
So we were coming back, and just so you know, this is kind of our banter back and forth all the time. We kind of do this, and if you didn't know, we were on House Hunters International most recently, and people said that this is the way we kind of talk to each other. But anyway, so we're coming out of one of the parks in Juneau, after having seen the glaciers. It was the Melonhall glaciers, which was beautiful. I'll post some pictures in case you haven't seen those as well. And we're walking back, kind of singing Kumbaya, the sun is shining. We're just, this is just so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden we come upon a park ranger who says, stop. There's a mother bear and a cub, and we're trying to give her space. And we go, what? So they've stopped the people walking. We were on our way back to the ship, and then there were some people coming into the park. So they stopped us in separate to give her some space in case she wanted to run across the path. And we stood there and we listened to her crack trees and branches and stuff, and just kind of in awe of the fact that we were that close to a bear.
And there was a knucklehead who was so determined that he was going to get out of the park so he could catch his bus ride home. That, it was like, you're going to get us all killed because this ranger is telling you to be quiet and stay back. But he was empowered that he could just do whatever the hell he wanted to do. Those kind of people that get everybody killed.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Because she was emphatic about, no, we need to be here, be quiet, be still, so that we can give her, until we know that she's out of our range. Because they can take off and come at you.
She was just coming out of hibernation.
Right. She was. She was coming, and she was hungry. She had a baby, and the last thing she needed to be around was a whole bunch of people.
Some Yahoo from the States.
Yeah. So that was, it really was a little nerve-wracking because he was kind of pushing the young ranger. It was a young female ranger who was trying to be very nice about it. But he was pushing her to do something that she was not comfortable with at all. And I just want to say, when you're in situations like that, travelers, and no matter what your belief is or what you think is the truth, for that particular time and moment when the people that live there and are in charge of your safety and your health tell you to do or not to do something, you need to listen.
Yeah, and told the guy that, we can call ahead, we can have the bus stop, they're going to wait for you, but shut the damn up.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happened. So, anyways, but that was really fun to feel like we were that close to a mother bear that had a baby, and we kept trying to see her, but she was
500-pound grizzly.
Well, see, and that's Mitchell said by the time he told this story 3 or 4 times, she was going to be right in our face, and we were running for our lives because he was going to embellish the truth somewhat. So it was really, really kind of an exciting thing. And what else did we do while we were in Alaska? Oh, we went up on a tram.
Yes.
At the top of a mountain that was how many, 2,800 feet or something like that. And so there's a lot to do. I'll have some more details as we go along, and we'll talk about some of the other things that we did. In fact, and the rest of the show is all about Alaska. So I'm it's the destination of the week, so I'll talk about some of the other things that you could do when you're in Alaska. Like bird watching. I've got a beautiful.
We had a whole group of bird watchers on the
ship,
and they were part of a group that was actually counting the migratory birds. So their counts were being used by Audubon or whatever the agency that uses to kind of count the world bird population. They had some staggering numbers of some of the birds and stuff they saw, and they were outside on the ship. When it was moving, And then it's a little. It was cold.
It was
and
cold,
wet,
yeah.
and wet. But our destinations on land were fine. But when we were moving from one destination to another, it was cold and wet, and these people were outside in full, weather gear, filming these birds and everything, the wildlife on the way. And so kudos to them, because they braved some stuff that I wouldn't even want to do.
Yeah, but they were equipped, because they had the pants and the jumpsuits on and
full gear, and the telescopes that are 5 miles long and stuff.
Yeah, they did. They actually did, and they're big cameras, and So there are things: agritourism, Alaska Railroad, birding, and of course cruising are the top things to do there in Alaska. So is this some place that you would go back to?
Yes, and I plan to go back next June.
Next June, yes. We had put together a trip to go back as a group. Next June, if you're interested, then I will be giving you the details upcoming here pretty soon. But it's June 23rd of next year on Norwegian Cruise Line, and we're going to do 9 days this time of just Alaska from Seattle
to Seattle.
From Seattle to Seattle, right? It's a round trip.
Right, so that doesn't happen often a lot on cruises like that.
Yeah, so we...
in Alaska.
We will... we'll be giving you the details, so if you want to join us. And Norwegian is actually... offering some really good perks if you can make your deposit today. I think they'll have some other promotions coming up, but one of them ends today, so we'll talk about that here in a little bit. So food, did you have any special foods there?
Yes. I was going to Alaska also to get some king crab. And that was our king crab. I want to tear this king crab up every stop, every port we go to in Alaska. King crab. Well, the fact is that the king crab that they catch in Alaska, they export out. So the only kind of time you can get king crab is if you know someone who's a fisherman and provides a king crab for you. So it wasn't cheap.
It wasn't as plentiful as we thought.
Right, I'm expecting to get like 10 pounds of king crab for $20 or something like that. That's not the case. But the king crab we did have in Icy Point Straits was very good.
Yes.
And it was a lot for the money.
Yes.
In fact, we had tourists coming over taking pictures
of our plates.
I couldn't even eat because here are these people coming over. They're telling their friends, come over here,
taking pictures of our plates. That was kind of a funny situation. And then of course the salmon is amazing. And I was determined to have some halibut, which is the other fish that's known. And we are usually deep sea fisher people. Anywhere we go, we like to go fishing. And so I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't going to get to do that this time. But if I can do that next year, that's one of the things I would like to do is go fishing.
Stay out of the dispensary.
Anyway, so I'm going to go fishing next year, whether Mitchell goes or not. I think that's what we're... So was there anything else you feel that was important about Alaska that you think people should know about? We're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to hear Mitchell's answer to the question of what else is there in Alaska that people need to know about. This is your Bucket List Buster, Karen Duncan. I'll be back in a minute. Hello, folks. We just got back from a cruise on Norwegian Cruise Line, and we're headed back on a cruise with Norwegian Cruise Line again next year. But today is a day when they're offering a promotion that you need to know about, and it's the last day. So if you want to put down a deposit on a cruise, any cruise, this is what you get. Choose up to 5 gift offers: free unlimited open bar, free restaurants, free excursions, free Wi-Fi, free additional guests. That's right. If you want to take your kids, you want to take your grandma, you want to take your friends, up to 3-4 people additional, go for free. You get free Wi-Fi up to 250 minutes. Excursions, you get credits towards your excursions that you can go on while you're on board the ship. restaurants, specialty dining. Oh my God. Cagney's Steakhouse, the Brazilian Steakhouse. We had teppanyaki, where we had them cook Japanese cuisine in front of us that was absolutely amazing. And it was my son's birthday, and they gave him a birthday cake. We had all kinds. We had Le Bistro, the French restaurant, on board. The restaurants are exquisite. Therefore, they are free, in addition to what you get to have for free ordinarily on the ship to eat. Unlimited bar, what can I say? If you like a cocktail or two, this could be worth it for you. So remember, today is the last day. It's May 31st. Today is the 30th. So you've got 2 days. You've got 2 days to make this happen. I would love to see you on one of the ships, with us or without us, Norwegian Cruise Line. Welcome back to your Bucket List Buster. Now, what were you saying, Mr. Duncan?
The weather isn't as bad as you think it's going to be, because
Right.
the cruise ships pick those times when the weather is the most hospitable for everybody.
Right.
So, I mean, that is it. And pictures just don't do justice.
Right.
I mean, it's just, you've had a couple moments there when you...
Oh yeah, I got quite emotional actually in Alaska. I was like my soul was supposed to be sitting there at that particular time and just really taking in the fact that the glacier was capping, which means when the ice falls into the ocean, we got to see and hear that. And the way the ships do it is they go into the Hubbard glaciers, which is a huge area that they take the ship into.
It's like a cove.
Yeah, it's like a cove. They take the ship into this cove, and you're surrounded by this glacier. I mean, literally for miles, you're surrounded.
There was actually 3 or 4 glaciers that actually met there. It was the Hubbard and kind of 3 other minor glaciers.
Well, anyway.
When you say minor, though, they're still massive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
And you see the blue ice that you've seen on TV or in pictures. There's actually blue ice, and the ship sits in this space, and it does a 360 so that you can see the glaciers from all angles, and you're in there for like hours. And so we're sitting up on the deck where there's an observation.
Traveler tip number 1. If you go on a cruise to see the glaciers, make sure you get to the observation decks early.
Yes.
Because they had people sitting there like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get to the glaciers at 1. It was 1 when we actually entered it. So.
So you get to spend hours, and our son had said that. Oh, he wasn't going up there at the time that we were going, because I think we got there about 11:30, thinking that was going to be really early for us to get a really good seat, and we still got good seats, but they weren't the best seats.
And that's another story for another.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah. But it was still, but the way the ships are made is you've got this observation deck. We were on the inside. We still went outside because Edwin told us you need to experience the outside so that you can hear it and feel it. And that made sense once you got out there. But we sat there and watched these glaciers cap, and it was amazing.
We had a balcony room that had the perfect view for us.
Yes.
But we wouldn't have been able to see them head on. We would have only been able to see them from the side as we passed it.
Right.
It would have been nice if we could have done all 3.
Right.
But we didn't have drinks in our room.
Right. At the time. Right. We could have brought drinks in the room, but we did not.
And
so
they had a mini bar.
Yeah. But we paid for drinks, so we weren't paying for the mini bar. But so you need to go to the inside observation deck so you can see it.
Whatever deck they clarify.
Right. So you can see it kind of from that perspective, but you need to bundle up and go outside and just be quiet. Just listen to the sounds that the glaciers make. right as they crash into the ocean, and I mean it's